The next morning. September 21st, 12:08, 8:12 a.m.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Gien Lu.
Lu, then that makes you... I figured there was more going on with you, but I wouldn't have guessed you were that important. Can't believe an elder from Hayway waxed my ride. Wait, oh, it is the same guy.
You still have much to learn, young Van.
Weird hearing that from you, but I take it you didn't invite us just for that big reveal.
Of course. Naturally, we must discuss last night's events. Allow me to inform you of the Elder's decision. Heiyue will remain on standby until further notice.
Even after that bloodbath?
Father, are you sure this is the most prudent course?
Today, we must bide our time and prepare our forces. In the interim, no one must mount an attack. On the morrow, Cao will return, and we as an organization will resolve this matter in one fell swoop. Whether Yin chooses to help us is no longer relevant.
How can you expect us to sit idly by and accept that? Never mind the people of Longport. What about Aaron? He's been missing ever since the incident. I know him. He's not about to sit on his hands and wait. Are you both really just going to let him go it alone?
Of course we don't want to abandon him. However, it's plain to see this situation is balanced on a knife's edge. Our foes will expect retribution, so we only have one chance to get this right.
I get what you mean. They must have an idea of what retribution will look like and a way to counter it. Yeah, I've seen traps like these before. I see there's no need for me to explain further. However, I must append one note, a warning. Leave the city by dawn tomorrow. So that's when you're setting loose your shadow warriors, huh? I hear you didn't even send them out when you were beefing with the Red Constellation. You were remarkably well informed. That altercation was simply a consequence of another family's poor decisions. Had Cao failed to quell the incursion, our shadows would have been released without a second thought. Lucky for everyone that Jaegers have more sense than Almata, I guess. I'm beginning to understand what Cao sees in you. Perhaps I will enlist your services again one day. With that, I bid you farewell. Fair travels on your return to the capital. Why didn't you warn us they were here? Got one last question for you, old man. What's with the cold shoulder to the kid? He's been sulking about it.
Simply put, Heiyue is a complex organization. This crisis presents an opportunity to let external woes reveal internal wounds. Perhaps you will understand this too in due time.
Well, if the elders say we aren't acting today, then that's that. I'll leave it up to you to decide how and what to degree you investigate last night's tragedy. My only request is that you look out for Aaron as much as possible. I feel the same. His friends were like family to him. He'll be willing to pay any price to avenge them. That makes sense. He was overtaken with rage before. I'm worried about him being out there on his own. Speaking of worried, I'm getting worried about you getting back to Edith on time. If you don't make it back in time, a certain bracer's gonna bite my head off. Sorry, but please let me stay until the end of the day. There's something on my mind that I need to see through. Figures. Alright, you've got till the last train tonight. No more extensions. I understand. Do be careful, everyone. If you need support, we'll do what we can. I'm counting on you, Mr. Arkwright. Aaron's in your hands now. So long as it's the kind of work a Spriggan like me can do, I'll see this through. Alright, bet you already know the game plan for today, right? First, we need to investigate what happened last night, in particular where that strange fog came from. It's possible there is a Genesis involved. We need to track down Aaron, too. For all we know, he's already charged headfirst into the enemy base. That enemy likely being Almata. Not bad, you got all the big stuff. While we work on the information gathering, we'll knock out any other small tasks that come our way. I want to check in with Jack, too, and we may as well hit up the cops in the guild while we're at it. Long story short, we gotta roll with the punches. Right. Okay, time to do the rounds. My husband may seem a bit aloof at times, but he's the type who always gets the job done. That's part of why Guiha Fantian is still flourishing. I'm still in shock over the horrible incident from last night. Stay safe, you all. It's a dangerous world out there. I get all nervous again when I was asked to chase people away this morning. How the heck did those assassins sneak in here without me knowing? I'm always going to be thankful to Heiwei for looking out for this old place. But I won't lie, it felt like my heart stopped for a sec when I caught a glimpse of Master Gian pretending to be a servant. I don't see anything upstairs. Yes, we could report stuff to the computer, but I just don't care. I don't believe the rewards would be anything like game-changing.
Oh, Heavenly Mother.
Why did I get caught up in such a horrible tragedy? I'm not even worried about my business right now. I just want to get home safely. Oh Goddess, oh Heavenly Mother, please save me. I just can't believe it. My former students are dead? And Aaron's run off to get revenge. I'm barely keeping it together. This is just too cruel. Oh Heavenly Mother, please watch over Aaron as well as my remaining students. What happened to Sei, Wong, and the other victims fills me with great sorrow. I truly hope their souls can rest in peace. We will perform our duty and send them to the heavens above. That is the best way we can honor their courage and their memories. In accordance with the wishes of the surviving families, we've arranged to collect their bodies once Heiwei has finished performing the autopsies. I will make arrangements for the funeral while caring for the citizens' mental states. I actually should loop around.
It's so dangerous these days.
When the scary mist came out, I got goosebumps. I also felt like someone was watching me. Even Pao was looking scared. What's going on? What happened yesterday? There was all that mist, and apparently there was an incident outside. I'm glad we were in the house. But I'm concerned about Linlin. She was in a daze last night, saying she could feel something was wrong. And she said this before the mist appeared. I need to sit down with her and try to figure out what's going on. Thanks to that Imperial moron from yesterday, I made a killing for the first time in ages. I'm not really feeling the luck today, though. Everyone's kinda on edge after last night. I considered using that to my advantage, but when I heard there were casualties, I thought I'd better not. Guess I'll just cooperate with Heiwei for the time being.
You've come to the right. Yeah, thanks as always.
My noodle?
Master and I are in a funk because of what happened last night. Today he messed up the noodle prep for the first time in 10 years. We've got to get it together. People's spirits are at an all-time low, so we need to do our best to lift them. Easterners are like chewy noodles, flexible and strong, but also easy to cut. We're going to put smiles back on people's faces with our noodles. We'll get through this together. Things got a little strange last night with the mist. Is this one of the mystical wonders of the East? Is it a common occurrence here? Regardless, it was quite the sight. I would have taken some pictures, but my camera suddenly broke on me. It's too bad, really. Oh well, I've got a treasure trove of stories to tell when I get home, and that's good enough for me. Man, this is awful. I can't believe the locals were murdered in cold blood. Even Elaine couldn't stop it from happening. I've got to get my act together. I'm worried about Aaron, but right now I have to focus on the investigation. The perps are still on the loose, and we're going to be the ones to catch them. I might have gotten just a little teensy bit carried away yesterday. So sorry. You went on and on about the Eastern Theater this and the Eastern Theater that while we were out drinking. I'm getting a hangover just thinking about it. I know I said we should enjoy ourselves to the fullest, but everyone's on edge after last night's incident. Let's not get carried away again. Fine, guess I can show a little restraint. I'll just stick to rummaging through the theater's gift shop. I think she's developing an obsession with that place. I'm still in shock over what happened to Aaron's friends. Those boys used to come by this place all the time. I considered canceling our performances for today, but I don't believe they would want that. They loved our theater more than anyone. We will do our utmost to put on the greatest shows this theater has ever seen. That is the best way we can honor their memory.
Alrighty.
The performers are all thinking of ways to raise people's spirits after last night. They really have an amazing strength of spirit. That might be why they're always able to put on such spectacular performances. Maybe it's insensitive for me to think about the fan club idea now, but I really want to spread those positive vibes to the people that need them. The performers are working extra hard to cheer up the locals, and Amalia has been thinking about starting up her fan club so she can share some positivity. They're all so amazing, unlike me. I'm just so worried about Aaron I can't think of anything else.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
And we can talk to performers. Just can't believe those kids are gone now. They used to come here quite a lot. I hope Aaron's okay. He loved them all like family. I think someone said that exact same thing. We're all down, but we're not out. I'm gonna perform my heart out because that's what those guys would have wanted me to do. I'm not sure if Aaron's ever going to perform again after what happened last night, so I'm gonna sword dance in his stead. This is where us pros have to show our stuff.
What is that?
Why,
It's hard to believe that some of our own were murdered on this very street. I even knew the boys who were killed. Everyone's shaken, including myself. I'll just try to focus on my work. All I can do to help is make food that will hopefully cheer people up.
Take your time looking. Seeing you.
Can't believe it. Wong and the other guys are gone? It can't be. They were so strong, this just doesn't feel real. But that's all the more reason why I have to train. Someone has to protect this town, and Shin. I won't stop pushing myself until I'm on the same level as Aaron. Go higher, kid. I'm too scared to go out, but not having a grasp of the situation is frightening in its own right. The strange mist left me completely unsettled. Grandpa never told me about this. Times like these, I normally lock myself in my room and read a book to calm my nerves, but I think I'll seek some wisdom from someone older. Thought I was the smartest person in the room, but the fact that I didn't listen to the words of others shows that I was the ignorant one.
Look as long as you'd like. Thank you.
Last night was rough. Always hard to hear about young ones passing on so soon. I'm not sure what was going on with the mist. I asked the older folks about it, but they were as silent as the grave. It's like they know something. Wouldn't surprise me if this is all connected to a past incident. I'll do some digging.
Hello there! Come again! Hello there! Come again!
Oh, frightening.
Just wanted to make sure we could hit up the other areas. It pains my heart to hear about what happened to Aaron's friends. I can't provide any specifics, but according to Heiwei's investigation, they suffered unnatural deaths. We're currently strengthening our security in light of this event.
Oh, good stuff right here!
I feel bad about what happened last night, but now's not the time to close up shop. Dr. Lungkai placed a rush order for medicine, so I have to get that done as soon as I can. Either a lot of folks were injured in yesterday's incident, or like me, he's still thinking about the past. No, I must be overthinking things. Regardless, I'll be keeping an extra eye out for trouble. I can't believe it. I never thought I'd live to see this all happen again. You okay, pal? It's pretty rare to see you freak out like this. I'm alright. I was just caught up thinking about the past, that's all. I've seen that mist a long time ago, during a very dark chapter in my life. That why you and the older people around here are all out of it? Did something happen back then? Well, you see, it's not my place to tell you, I'm afraid. Please forgive me. The hell? Why is she being so tight-lipped about this? Now that I think about it, though, he's very much like... No, I must be wrong. I'm letting my anxieties get the best of me.
The breeze here feels so nice.
I remember that mist all too well, and it's reared its ugly head into our lives once more. When it appeared back then, many of us lost so many things we held dear. Will history repeat itself? Has it come to take even more from us? When will it ever be satisfied? Plans to jumpstart the tour business again were halted. We've got a mountain of issues to deal with because of last night. Heiwei put me in charge of tour safety, so how we proceed with the rental business is up to me. How can I be drinking after last night? I was gonna challenge Aaron's friends to some gambling. I hate this kind of stuff. I hope those mafia goons rot in hell. Wish there was more I could do to help. Maybe I could lend Poisson a hand. As far as dealing with those rat bastards, I'll just have to pin my hopes on Jack and that red-haired kid. Can't rely on Hayway, it seems. Be a lot easier if they'd step in. Some regulars of mine were among last night's victims. I feel so helpless behind the counter. I'm not like you or Jack. All I can do is watch this place. I've got a nasty feeling about all this. If you guys are planning to dig around, be careful.
No need to be shy now. See you again.
Hey Jack, you look better than you usually do this time of morning. I'll take that as a compliment. I just figured that now's not the best time to be hungover. How are you guys holding up? We're doing okay given the circumstances. What about you? I won't lie, I'm pretty shaken up. Some of the victims were regulars of ours. But you don't need to worry about me, I'll be fine. If you say so. Is there anything you can tell us about the victims? A little, though probably nothing you don't already know. The thing they all had in common was that they were friends of Aaron's. And now he's out for blood. Either he wants to get revenge for them, or he wants to make a declaration of war on A. I'm worried about him flying off the handle and doing something he'd regret. You guys have any idea where he is? Has he dropped by? Well, we haven't been able to locate him, no. Could be that he's at the clinic. They're treating the sole survivor of the attack as we speak. Might be worth checking that place out. Good idea. We'll head over there later. I don't have any other info for you. Wish I could have been more help. It's cool. If you learn anything new, hit me up. You got it. I understand how he feels. I'm fuming too. Jack's handling it a little better, but yeah, it's a tough day for everyone. Don't worry about us, though. For now, you need to focus on finding Aaron and tracking those murderers down. I'm sorry we don't have much information to offer. We'll try to gather some while you're doing your thing. You're not the only ones who are worried about Aaron. I'll touch base with my sources and see if I can get any inside info. Might also get some leads on Hayway and A, which is a whole other minefield. If those two go to war, this safe haven won't be safe anymore. So I'm going to leave the clinic alone, and we are going to hop over. You can go to the eroded cave? Okay, I'm just peeking in.
Off we go.
Okay, I've seen enough. Harbor District, here we come.
Off we go.
I heard some people got killed on Hayway's turf last night, but no one's talking about that. Whether that happened or not, though, I've got to continue monitoring them. I heard people in the Eastern Quarter were murdered in cold blood. A chill just ran down my spine. Wonder if the Mafia was behind the attack. Surely they wouldn't pick a fight with the Navy, right? Hopefully Glassley will protect me. I have no clue what happened in the Eastern Quarter last night. All I know is that it's drawn the cops' and Navy's attention away from here. It's time to strike while the iron's hot. We don't normally do our trade business in the day, but we can't pass this opportunity up. Famous last words. That's usually when they find out why they don't deal in the day. I arrived here this morning only to learn that there were some gruesome murders last night. We're willing to provide whatever aid the people need. If there's chaos in the Republic's major harbors, it'll definitely have a trickle-down effect on Elsheim.
All right.
The next boat's arriving at...
No rest for the wicked.
I heard those gangsters were involved in the Eastern Quarter murders. To think those guys would go that far, this thing's turning into a hot mess.
Welcome. Thanks.
A brawl in the harbor and murder in the Eastern Quarter. What is this world coming to? Fortunately, this had no effect on the business. Trade and commerce with the Central East have been going smoothly. We have to keep this well-oiled machine running. We upped our security after we heard about what happened in the eastern quarter. Better safe than sorry. It's our job to protect the harbor and the ships, as well as the sea lane. Sadly, some of the naval officers are negligent in that regard. They even deal in the black market sometimes.
Let's do this.
Okay. So we'll go this way first.
Alright.
I don't know how many times I checked that machine wondering if it's something I missed or
Looking
there
for
may have been
something
something
to
new. I'm down in the dumps after what happened yesterday. Maybe I should take the day off. I'm sure one of the other part-timers could take over my shift. But the pasta guy's still going strong. Never mind, I'd feel guilty if I threw in the towel.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
While I was heading to my sauna last night, the street erupted into chaos. My body moved on its own and I managed to save some people. When things hit the fan, heavy martial arts training can come in handy. That's why it's so important to train your mind and body constantly, even in retirement. Well done, old-timer. Hayway got the jump on us with the on-site inspection, but we at least managed to get catch a glimpse of the weapon's traces. You think the Almata executives are still here? Yeah, I can't say for certain, but we should be ready for anything. I checked the roads and the railroad, but there were no signs that they left the city. My hunch tells me their hideout isn't far away. Understood. We need to do some more digging to find out where it is, but I'm sure Elaine will have it pinpointed before me. Thanks for that info, by the way. I'm sure she's putting it to good use. Don't mention it, all I did was pass along what I heard, nothing more.
Well,
You there!
Everyone's fraught with worry over last night's events. I'm hoping my pasta can cheer people up a little. When I'm down, a bowl of noodles always perks me right up. Pasta, buckwheat, and Eastern noodles will all do the trick. Just want pasta to make a difference in the city, and maybe it can do so by bringing smiles back to people's faces.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
On the way home last night, Mommy tripped. I was scared, so I held her hand real tight and stopped her from falling. Gotta look out for Mommy. I don't want her to get hurt. When my son and I were heading home last night, we saw fog in the eastern quarter. I panicked and tried to rush home, but in the middle of our run, I lost my balance and nearly fell. Thankfully, my son was there to break my fall. When did he become so dependable? He's growing up so fast. I should make more of an effort to play with him. We need to enjoy the time we have together.
Welcome.
I heard people from the eastern quarter were murdered last night. Kawano's heart is aching over this. He said we're going to stay open so that we can cheer everyone up with our food. I need to learn from his example and get my act together. If I want to open my own place in the future, I'll need his mental fortitude.
What can I do for you? See you again.
So Hansen, do you think you can leave trade between Longport and Bosei to our company? I believe we can. The powers that be will find it favorable, I'm sure. Many dealers in the world prefer not to do business with the Kowloon Group's subsidiary companies. So I believe your proposal makes perfect sense. It has the potential to boost everyone's profits. Excellent, glad we're on the same page. We too are thinking about lessening our reliance on Kowloon. This will surely help us improve our standings in Laboral. Agreed. I have hope that the first fruits of our new partnership will yield a high return for everyone involved. Hayway hasn't crushed Kowloon's operations, but it certainly has a stranglehold over them. That's why we can't continue to rely on them. We have to find our own path forward. So we're choosing to build roads to future success by partnering with international enterprises. Many businesses in Laboral wish to conduct more international trade. That said, some of them are expressly against trading with Longport due to its ties to Hayway. Though I believe we are on the right track now. I heard all about the incident in the Eastern Quarter. It truly pains my heart. I've been trapped in a whirlwind of trouble since coming here, but it hardly compares to the tragedy that befell those kids. I don't know if I'll find myself face to face with danger too, but I'm not going to flee. I will stay right where I am. If I shrink in fear, I'll be laying down every one of the bracers here, and that just won't fly.
okay.
Last night was rough. I heard there were casualties. When something like this happens, I'm always worried I'll be caught up in Hayway's business. They're so scary. But I'm more terrified of the thugs that are out and about. Maybe Hayway's a necessary evil after all. There were civilian casualties. It's not hard to feel like we failed them. The Bracers are all doing everything they can to bring the situation to an end. But at this point, we may need to call the main office and request some backup. I'm gonna pour through all the info we have on Almata one last time. So I was wondering, are we able to go upstairs? So that's actually a bedroom. I was wondering if it was like a conference room or something. But you cannot go any higher than that. Due to the chaos in the Eastern Quarter, the Kowloon Financial Bank has entered into multiple emergency meetings. Maintaining economic stability in Longport is one of our directives. We need to respond promptly to prevent the economy from going into freefall. There was an incident in the Eastern Quarter last night. People here have been at a loss. I'll have to be sensitive to that while doing my job.
So this is the Great Spire, huh?
Utterly fabulous. You'll never believe what happened.
Last night sounded like it was pretty awful. What was with that mist anyway? We never usually get that at this time of year. And then we had those murders at the same time. Can that really be a coincidence?
Welcome.
I've been receiving multiple orders for self-defense weapons after last night. To be honest, though, I don't know if they'll be useful against a mafia. Oh, for the record, those scoundrels definitely weren't using my products.
Hello there!
Longport has to offer.
Okay, so we're actually allowed to see Aaron's stuff. He can have 100% accurate? What? That...
Come again!
Do you know what you want?
Welcome.
I don't even know if I have anything for unlocks. No, I'm pretty sure I'm gated by the 172 Mirage. Or no, that's space. Yep. So we need more fire and more space. So I don't think I'm going to be opening those for a while.
I hope to see you again.
Thank you for visiting the
Oh, that's right. I did want to... Can I do it here?
We hope you enjoy your stay.
Do you know what you want?
Longport has to offer.
How do I plug those in?
I hope to see you again.
Modifying your orbment, are you?
Oh. Let's see.
Do you know what you want?
Okay, so you said it here.
I hope to see you again.
See, I've been trying to remember how it is you did that, and now I know. Don't worry, I'll forget it by the time we hit the next video. Apparently people were murdered in the Eastern Quarter. All of the customers today have come in with their heads hung low. I've got to work even harder so I can put smiles back on their faces.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
Got the gift. We're good to go. I caught a glimpse of the chaos unfolding in the Eastern Quarter while I was heading home from work. I was so distracted that I ended up making a mistake with the seasoning for dinner. My husband and son coughed so hard they started tearing up. I haven't seen that in years. Everyone's talking about some weird mist or whatever, but I'm too busy to have an existential crisis to care. It's like I'm stuck in a never-ending time loop of work and buying ready-made food.
Welcome.
I think that's Anthony over there. I heard there was an incident last night in the Eastern Quarter. People have been talking about all that weird fog. I hope my friends over there are okay. We could see the fog that covered the eastern quarter from here. It was unsettling. Evidently, there were murders that happened within the fog. Can't blame people for being cagey this morning. I wouldn't be in the mood to go to theaters either. I take back everything I said about Darren yesterday. He knows I was really scared last night, so he grabbed my hand and led me back to the hotel. Then he comforted me and told me he'd protect me at all costs. Something happened in the eastern quarter yesterday. Honestly, I was pretty terrified. I could see the fog all the way from here. Then I looked over at Katyusha and saw she was petrified. That's when I knew I needed to man up. It's been a long time since I last comforted her like that. During my meeting with Mr. Hongfa, I learned that yesterday's financing issue was postponed, but they're at least taking our plan into consideration. Speaking of Mr. Hongfa, when I first got in touch with him, he thought I was Eastern. People make that mistake all the time, thanks to my name. But I don't have a drop of Eastern blood in me. Is it true that there was an incident last night in the Eastern Quarter? I've never seen fog that dense before, so I snapped a few photos. Was that insensitive? The sight of the fog mixed in with the moon made for some captivating shots, but there was something creepy about it all, too. The Kowloon group has been holding emergency meetings in light of last night's events. We don't want to inconvenience any of our guests, so we're trying to handle the situation. I didn't realize you were here, Ashen. Oh, it's you guys. I'm sorry about earlier. It feels like I sort of pushed everything onto you. Don't worry about it. If I felt like you were being unreasonable, I wouldn't have taken the job. Anyway, I know you guys are probably investigating this whole thing on the down low. Has Heiwei sniffed out any clues? A few, but nothing that would tell us about Aaron's whereabouts. Damn, what about Almata then? All we know about them is that they haven't made any moves since last night. We have no idea where they're hiding, unfortunately. Where could they be? Dunno, it's possible they aren't even in Longport anymore. You think? Might have bailed so they could get out of Heiwei's reach. And now that they've stained their hands with civilian blood, the guild's gonna be out to get them too. Do you really think Almata would just back down like that? Doubtful, but it's not impossible either. Actually, I do think it's impossible. I can tell you why if you'd like. By all means. There have been no signs of gangsters since last night. We have eyes on every road leading out of Longport, so if they had escaped, we would know. I can guarantee they're still in Longport. Hard to picture a bunch of low-life gangsters evading Heiwei's surveillance network. Well, I guess that settles that. Sorry I can't answer your other questions. All good, having confirmation on that alone is huge for us, so we should be thanking you. Keep us in the loop if anything changes. Of course, I'm going to be talking with some other people about this, so hopefully I'll have more to share later. I'm going to ask Baba if he knows anything about Almata, then I'll hit up some other connections. I wouldn't be surprised if they had multiple hideouts, but as far as I know, Heiwei hasn't been able to find any of them. Hopefully we can find them before Aaron does. We have to go outside before I can verify. Not seeing any markers, so... back to the quarter we go. Nope. Okay. Longhai Clinic's what we're looking for.
Over.
Oh, did you hurt something?
I'm so glad you're all okay. I still can't believe what happened last night. If you're looking for Dr. Longhai, he's in the examination room. He's looking after the sole survivor of the attack. Had we gotten there a moment later, that guy probably wouldn't have made it. You here to visit him too, Arkride? Yeah, Jack told me that someone survived the attack. Guessing he's that someone. His condition looks stable, at least. He gonna wake up anytime soon? I don't know. The boy has yet to regain consciousness. He just barely managed to hang on. There's a limit to what I can do here. I plan on having him moved to a hospital immediately. Heiwei is handling things on that end, thankfully. I'm relieved that someone survived, but it's doubtful that we'll be able to ask him about what happened. Yeah, it's too bad. We might have gotten some good info from him. It looks like he lost consciousness from a blow to the back of the head. It's possible he didn't even see the attacker's face. The killers probably didn't realize he was just unconscious. Might be the only reason he's still alive. Hope he doesn't have survivor's guilt after all this. I can only treat the physical wounds. Whether his mental scars will heal is entirely up to him. By the way, has Aaron come by to visit? He came at sunrise, but he left shortly after. Do you have any idea where he went? Not in the slightest. He didn't say a word the entire time, which is very unlike him. He must be tormenting himself. Yeah. Try and help him if you can. He needs to be surrounded by friends now more than ever. Right. We'll make sure he's okay. Alright, that's it for this area, I think. Shame we didn't learn anything worthwhile. So what's our next move? I think we're gonna have to resort to venturing into enemy turf. By enemy turf, do you mean the Musseldom Trading Company building? That's right, it's a risky play and it might just end up being a waste of time. We don't got many other options, though. Watch your backs and don't get too far ahead of me. Understood. Got it?
Heading to the objective.
I think we have to go out the back door for there.
Welcome. You'll never believe what happened.
Yep, I remembered it.
Alright.
If all were as it seemed, this would be Almata's home base. Yeah, but I don't think anyone's here anymore. Probably jumped ship early to avoid fighting Hayway. Still, our troublemaker might be in there right now. Are we going to infiltrate the facility then? That's what I'm thinking. Keep an eye out for traps, got it? Of course. This is definitely trespassing, but I suppose now's not really the time to be arguing. I've already saved you the trouble. It's Elaine. What are you doing here? When did you become the breaking and entering type? Never. The police supplied us with a warrant. In light of last night's tragedy, the guild can no longer stand by idly. I was hoping to find a lead here, but alas, it's completely empty inside. Is that so? Do you think they moved to a new base then? I don't think this place was ever their primary base to begin with. Nothing inside suggests that it was ever used as an office. Though there were plenty of thugs that used to hang around here. A literal dummy... I can't even talk right now. A literal dummy company, huh? Indeed, however, the fact that even the thugs have left must mean something. They were likely involved with what happened last night. For sure, even if all the pieces ain't clicking quite yet. I'm of the same mind. What do you mean? What happened to those boys was no fight. It was a slaughter. One look at their bodies told the whole story. These ain't average thugs we're dealing with. They seem more like the murdering type. Whoever tore up those bodies didn't show a lick of restraint. Honestly, I don't know if real Almata goons would be capable of that. I concur. Those wounds bother me even more than the mysterious fog that suddenly rolled in. That said, I fear we may see worse bloodshed yet. I'm going to investigate another potential lead. If you intend on continuing on this case, please be careful. The Musseldom Trading Company might not be our only enemies here. She's got enough to worry about herself. I know she's strong, but will she be okay investigating like this? Couldn't we work alongside her? Well, we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. So should we go take a look inside for ourselves? Nah, if she didn't find anything, we won't either. And she would have mentioned it if she found anything about Aaron. I just don't understand where he could have run off to. How is it that even Hayway doesn't know where he is? Both him and those thugs disappearing at the same time can't be a coincidence. There's no evidence of them leaving the city, right? Nope, but that's an important fact. Hayway's got eyes all over the city, but there are still blind spots. I mean, we're talking about a city with a population of 550,000 after all. Not to mention the naval base. There's no way we can search everywhere top to bottom by ourselves. I'm sure that's what Hayway is doing right now. But we ain't Hayway, so we gotta think outside the box. Alright, this should work. Are you accessing the orbital network? What are you looking at? A real estate site. I'm checking to see if anything else went down when Almata bought this place. Oh. Real estate? Is there fake estate too? Bingo. A huge warehouse at the docks got rented out almost the same time as this office. Can't see exactly where or who the client is, but I ain't complaining. We got ourselves a lead. So essentially, this Musseldom Trading Company is a ruse meant to divert attention from the warehouse. Because that is where Almata's anti-Hayway forces are stationed. I see. Spot on, time to hustle, gang. But we don't know where we're going or who rented the facility. Oh, are we going to ask the realtor who brokered the deal? Bad idea. If Almata really did rent the place, there's no way the realtor will blab. They'd just end up dead. Hell, for all we know, they could have already been silenced. Almata is cruel enough to do something like that. They got a better plan anyway. We're headed to the one guy who's got a better nose for the city than me. A certain lousy drunk of a gambler with low blood pressure and a partner who might as well have him by a leash. Oh. I don't think he'd appreciate that description of himself.
Go, go, go!
Hey Jack, you got a sec? Well, look who decided to drop by. Been a little busy, as you might imagine. Let's get straight to it. A big warehouse was rented out the same day by the Muslim trading company moved in across town. I want to know where it is and who the renter is. Had a feeling that might happen. What? Aaron asked us the exact same thing this morning. He told us not to mention his visit, but since you know so much, there's no point in hiding it now. He was here. We finally found his trail. As for the place, I started paying attention where the realtor went belly up under suspicious circumstances. That was about 3 weeks ago, around the end of August. Keeping track of these kinds of things is a side business of mine, so I keep my ears open and get a list of the realtors' other properties. Imagine my shock noticing the guy imagine my shock noticing the guy croaked the same day Muslim Trading Company moved in. The place was rented out by another realtor, so I didn't put the pieces together until our red-headed friend came knocking. So Aaron's been following the same line of logic as we have, and the realtor did end up being silenced after all. So come on, where is it, and who rented it? Starting with question 2, it was rented by the Tharbad Transportation Company. Tharbad is in the city southeast Calvard? That's right, some call it the gate to the Central East. Makes sense that you're familiar with it. Another generic company name, huh? Bet this one's a dummy too. Probably. When I looked into it, there were no records of a company registered with that name. Never did figure out why they picked Tharbad of all places, though. Could have chose with a map and a dartboard for all we know. Anyway, back to question 1. Let me send the location to your Zypha. Hell, aren't you prepared? Hold on. It's at the wharf right next to Newtown. Really? But I don't remember anything strange the last time we were there. Alright, let's get a move on. Thank you both for your help. I hesitate about telling you guys, to be honest. Aaron moved like a man possessed when he was here. Given what happened, I couldn't really blame him. Okay, the car crashed right there. Please help him through all this if you can. That's the plan. The Liu family already requested the same thing. We want to help him too, of course. You can count on us. Wow, so it was less than a minute away before this break. So, yeah, I'm just going to put a small break here for editing purposes, and we'll pick up in a sec. Okay, off we go.
Off we go.
That's why I said, man, stop copying me.
The warehouse should be close by, right?
Yeah, just need to take a left at the corner, and then another left at the three-way junction.
Got it.
The pauses between their lines is so awkward. This is the place. Better make sure we're ready before we head in. This is where they've been hiding. Yeah, Almata's base on the front lines for fighting Hayway. But if so, why did they send any people around here? Wait, there is something faint. Look at that! The lock is broken. Looks like someone busted in if you ask me. Judging by how clean that cut is, they used a Gekka technique. That's the school of martial arts Aaron practices. Yep, let's roll, gang. Over there. Looks like pieces of those mechanical monsters we met in the fog last night. Judging by the way they were destroyed, we must be in the right place. Yeah, these are freshly minced too. Much as I like to call for backup for if we don't got the time. Seeing a lot of bots, but no goons. They gotta be deeper in with Aaron. Remember to stay on your toes in here. There may be some surprises waiting for us. Roger. No, his name is Van. Let's find Aaron before it's too late. So I was just looking at my CP numbers.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Beginning the attack. Show him what you're really capable of.
Well then, away we go.
Tira Balm. I didn't see how much that restores. Why are they still giving us one freaking Sepith? Bad doggy, bad doggy.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Show him what you're really capable of. We can win right now. Unleashing Shark Strike. You're open.
Nice. That went great.
You kick butt, man.
So what have we here?
So it operates the conveyor belt.
Nice. Now we can get that pesky container out of the way.
Alrighty.
Okay, had a phone call. So we need to go over here.
Looks like a chest. Let's get to work.
Show him what you're really capable of.
Gotcha.
Good chance to deploy shards. Unleashing Shark Strike.
This'll
Use a
hurt.
shark boost to get the upper hand.
I can actually afford one.
Take that. Hit him fast, Barry.
Then, at the best of times, is kind of
You got
worthless.
this.
Target locked. You're trapped.
Tuh.
Ben!
Right now I'm just crunching numbers.
You're open. A chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
I can live with this.
Nice job, Agnes.
So, let's burn some healing items here. Leather watch. Need to flip the switch.
This could get tricky with so many.
Take this.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself.
See, I couldn't even see the one winding up.
One more.
Don't forget about your charge attack. Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Close to a level up, so I'm not going to burn any more items. Even though technically it's in my statistical interest to do so.
Beginning engagement. Brace yourself. Good chance to deploy shards. There. Use a sharp to get the upper hand. Here's some extra. A chance.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra. Mary!
Ah, didn't even see that one back there.
No!
Why did it sit there the entire time?
Over here! All for you!
I'll take you on. There! You're open! Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
Have some more!
Bam! Activating skill!
They're stunned!
Some extra.
All you, Agnes!
There! You're open!
Nice. Moving on up.
Charge gauge fully replenished.
Okay, there's probably a switch. I'm guessing that one.
Let's get to work!
Don't forget about your charge attack. Bam! Now, hit him with charge. Launching ambush. Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Keep it playing enemy stats.
Eat this!
Bam!
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Okay, which one has the treasure behind it? I think it's this one.
That looks like a nice chest. I'm on it. Don't forget about your charge attack. I'm stronger than ever.
Soldier's Medal. Okay, maybe you have to come from the other side.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Take
Let's
this!
do battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
One more!
Good chance to deploy shards.
Gotcha! Get down! Take this! This'll hurt. Take that!
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Barry.
Got you now. Burn. Yes.
Activating skill.
Oh, we got the delay. That's
This'll
cool.
hurt.
Use an activating skill.
I'll dice you up! Hit him fast, Barry.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Yes.
Activating skill.
You're open. I won't stop here.
A toil ray, and you don't need me to translate a toil this time. burn. Never really been a fan of that. If the burn actually had something that went with it to set it apart from poison, like, you know, damage debuff or something, kind of like Pokemon, it would be one thing, but not really a fan of either of them, especially considering how so many things are immune or resistant.
I don't know, but we have to find him fast. Here goes.
Let's get to work.
Okay, she's even worse.
I'm on.
Crap.
Don't forget about your charge.
Gotcha. There. Take the sun.
Now, hit him with charge.
Take this. There. Take this out. Take this. Take this out. Take this. This'll hurt. I'll dice you up.
A chance.
Okay, she can reach.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Barry.
Got you now. Burn. There.
This'll hurt.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
Take that.
And I missed the one that I needed to connect to.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more.
Perfect chance.
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Sucker. Well, this sucks.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill. Here's some extra.
All you, Agnes.
There. You're open. I need to heal up soon.
Wasn't really worth it.
Whew. I am stuffed. Love me a sugar rush.
I couldn't eat another bite.
Love me a sugar rush.
That looks like a nice chest.
Take this out.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Well then, away we go.
Airy verse. It's just a reminder, those are basically the equivalent of the bell quartz from other games.
Looks like a chest.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Gotcha.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Take the sun. Take this. Gotcha. You snooze, you lose.
Give them your all. Here's some extra.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You can what, man?
Celestial Balm, 2400. Looks like it restores.
That looks like a nice chest.
I haven't seen any monster chests in the game so far, now that I think about it.
This could be a good stop.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Mercy, let us go and you'll never see us again. We'll quit the Mafia life for good, I swear.
Mercy? You murder my friends and have the stones to ask for mercy? Sorry, but I'm not as forgiving as Adios. All I've got for you is a one-way ticket straight to Gehenna!
Hold on.
Not you guys again.
Afraid a lot of people have been asking us to keep an eye out for you, kid. They're still breathing. We made it in time. You forget Heiwei doesn't have your back here. Killing these guys will land you in some real shit. Chill out and let the pros handle the rest.
Where did you get off telling me what to do? I'm sick of your shit, you old fart! Let's finish what we started at the docks!
He's serious this time. What do we do? Whoop his ass. Well, face him, you two back me up.
Shut your damn mouth, Spriggan!
Give me your worst.
Out of my sight! Getting on my nerves!
Yeah, Cataract is my strongest spell.
A boost would run energy output at maximum.
Keep it up!
Activating skill.
It's the end of the line!
Boost gauge limit broken.
Not getting free!
Ah, that's a first.
A chance!
This'll
Keep it
hurt.
up! It's working!
This'll
I
hurt.
remember picking that move up.
I'll dice you up. All you on, yes.
Time to go all out! Yes! Shine! And troll ray!
Bring it on. This'll hurt. Take that. Hit him fast, Barry.
Energy output at maximum.
This'll hurt! Good luck!
Activating skill.
There you are!
They'll kill you!
A chance! Grab the light! White needle!
Thanks, pal.
Dead!
Getting on my nerves!
Activating drive!
There.
You saved me! Here goes!
Energy output at maximum.
Good luck!
So I'm curious what this does.
Here goes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Time to go all out!
This'll hurt. Take that.
Blink and you'll miss it! Soar for me!
That was lousy! I'll take you on!
Boost level maximum strength.
It really isn't.
It'll be alright!
Boost gauge limit increased.
No, I actually need to do this with Anya's.
A chance. This'll hurt.
All out. Activating
Time for the main event.
Boost speed. Trigger unlocked.
So he is feared. I don't know what all that entails at the moment.
Keep it up. It's working. There we go.
She got 2 CP from that.
This isn't over!
Yes.
Activating skill.
Here's some extra. Then. Full boost. Go all out.
This'll hurt.
Here she goes.
Send you flying!
Like hell you are.
Falcon Talent!
I'll take you on.
Boost level maximum strength.
Yeah, I don't really think there's much left to him, is there?
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Bam. Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
I suspect there's something making him invulnerable, I just don't know what. That one of those symbols could be insight. I don't know what it looks like in this game, and like I said, they reinvented the wheel.
Flames protect us.
Initializing drive.
You saved me. Here goes. Thank you.
Deploying shield.
There.
Here goes.
You're open. A chance.
Pull out all the stops.
Deploying shield.
Do your worst.
I don't know what determines when they do or don't put out that shield.
Activating skill.
Anyway, Anya's has enough for her heal now.
Here's some a chance.
All you, Agnes.
Activating skill.
And that's it.
This isn't real.
So I'm going to take a break before we continue, and this will pick up in a sec. Okay, now I'm ready to pick up. So real quick, when I was on the PlayStation menu, it actually tells me I'm 80% of the way done with this chapter. We'll see how true that is.
Get your hands off me!
Wake the hell up, kid! You really think these grunts masterminded what went down last night? Of course you don't. So what the hell kind of revenge is this? Use your brain for 2 seconds. What was that weird fog yesterday? And what's Almata got to do with it? Something's up here, but you gotta get to the root of the problem. Unless you do that, you'll never avenge your friends.
We owe you one, man. Don't speak too soon. Huh? Aaron's right to be angry with you all. You did such a wicked thing to his friends. Hold on, we didn't kill anyone. So Van and Elaine's suspicions were correct. Don't mess with me, I saw their bodies with my own eyes. I swear to Adios, that wasn't what was supposed to happen. Our orders were just to rough him up a bit. Someone else came in and finished him off. But who would do that? Start from the beginning. What happened? Okay. We met up and headed to the eastern quarter as planned. We started wailing on those kids, but then...
Still your tongue.
Don't you know what happens to snitches?
Don't look. Guessing you're some of Almata's honchos, yeah?
But of course. I'm Viola, the boss's favorite little helper.
I suspect Melchior holds that distinction.
Right here, I'm just trying to look at his tattoo. I can't really get a good view of it.
Shut it, you!
My name is Alexander. You must be the Spriggan Melchior encountered recently.
Don't remind me.
How could you do that to your own allies?
Allies? Aren't you precious?
When a tool loses its use, it is discarded.
So you can see his name is actually on there, but I can't really make out the other words. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's like the third line that seems to say Alexander. If I had a bigger screen, I might be able to read it.
It was you, wasn't it? You were the bastards that killed my friends!
Ah, it's a shame they didn't put up more of a fight.
Don't even try it!
I'll freaking kill you!
Not so fast!
You're wide open.
Yeah.
Aaron!
A needle gun, huh? Talk about a nasty weapon. And I'm guessing you're ex-military, big guy?
Not bad, Spiky.
I see your acumen extends beyond that of Eastern martial arts.
No comment. They're clearly both fighting pros. They don't stand a chance right now. If I make an opening, maybe they can get him out.
Don't worry. We don't have orders to kill you. For now, anyway.
Leave this city before a battle with Heiyue begins. That is, unless you all want to end up like them.
I won't let you.
Aaron, please stop!
I'll get my...
Ooh, hear that? The walking corpse still has some spunk left.
When next we meet, challenge us with all the anger and resentment you can muster.
Get back here!
September 21st, 3:05 p.m. That's Long Kai Clinic. I hope Aaron's gonna be alright. The doctor said his life isn't in danger, at least. He's going to need to stay off his feet for a while, though. Thank you for bringing him back. Wish he was a little less battered and bruised. What's important is that he's still alive. Left to his own devices, he would have just kept fighting even if it cost him his life. I knew he was a firebrand, but maybe he's just plain reckless. If the circumstances were any different, I think he'd have been more level-headed. Yeah, this just goes to show how important his friends were to him. Either way, it looks like an all-out war between Heiyue and Almata is inevitable now. And both sides are ready to throw down. Those people we fought in the warehouse were strong, but do they really stand a chance against Heiyue? Still can't believe they do that to their own people. Normally I'd say hell no, Heiyue's got too much of an upper hand on their home turf. Me and A's gotta have an ace up their sleeve. Something that's got them believing they can take down Heiyue even with Yin in the fray. What are you thinking, that weird fog, or is it something else? Who knows? Either way, we can't drag you into this any further. Once the fighting begins, Heiyue will hunt Almata to their last without a shred of mercy. Neither the police nor the guild will be able to intervene, and unfortunately there will be casualties. I see. At the very least, I'd wager Fawn will be thinking about the common folk. Can't say the same about Geen, though. The cops and the guild will be on the case, so I'd say your role in all this is over. Why not call it a trip and head on home, Jack? You've got a point, I guess. Out of work reasons for staying. Our other business around here can wait till this mess blows over. Though it'll just have to be me and Fairy. I suppose so. Yes.
Then how about I give you a reason to stick around? I've got a job for you, Spriggan.
Aaron!
You shouldn't be out of bed yet. Your wounds may reopen.
I don't have time to sit around and feel sorry for myself. Almata and Heiyue are up to some shit. My friends are dead because of it. But I couldn't avenge them on my own. All I have to show for my efforts are some new scars. If I just teamed up with you, maybe my friends would still be alive. Those thugs in the warehouse, too. They could have atoned and made something of their lives.
Aaron...
What do I have to say to convince you? Mom loved this town so much, and so did my friends. So please, help me kick those bastards out of our town and make things right.
Oh, Aaron.
Finally dropping the pride, huh?
I've got one condition.
Huh?
We ain't killing anyone. Goes for that pair of Almata execs, too. We either force them to retreat, or hand them over to Heiyue.
You've got to be kidding me!
If you were a member of Heiyue, I wouldn't stop you. But right now, you're just a nobody. Ain't gonna let a kid who's still finding his way become a murderer.
Man, even with stakes this high, he never really changes, does he?
Fine. I accept your condition.
I'll try to figure out what Heiyue is planning, though I may not be able to do much.
We'll poke around and see if our contacts know anything.
Don't plan on us swooping in to save you, alright?
I know better than to bet on you.
Listen, Aaron. I know that if Auntie Yuefa were here, she'd let you go fight those monsters. So I'm not going to stop you either. You better not die out there, okay?
It's a promise.
Looking better already. I really didn't want to resort to using the salve. Wow. You were limping and ragged just moments ago. What the heck did you put in that salve? Some kind of secret Eastern recipe? Indeed, it's a precise blend of crushed dragon bone, soul moss, and divine powder. It revitalizes the body and dulls its pain receptors. However, there are big repercussions for you using it. You'd better be ready to spend a couple of weeks in bed once this is over, Aaron. Damn, that's some intense stuff. I could definitely use some in a pinch. It's a little scary sounding, though. Bring it on. It'll take more than some medicine to stop the Crimson Khan. What kind of name is that? Okay. Give me 1 second. It'll take more than some medicine to stop the Crimson Khan. I can't even say that with a straight face. Seriously, what kind of name? Actually, I'm... good. Actually, I'm done calling myself those edgy nicknames. Because that one was really, really bad. Anyway, I owe you both big time. And in all seriousness, I can understand why that line wasn't voice acted. I wouldn't keep it together. It's no wonder Heiyue holds you guys in such high regard. You really know how to butter an old doctor up, don't you? I must admit, I never imagined the two of you would end up working together, Arkride. But look at him now, relying on outsiders through and through. It's hardly my place, but please help him. Consider it me finally paying you back. How the hell does this guy know... How the hell does this guy know everybody? Have you met before, Shenli? We sure have. I've been hoping we could spar for a long time, even. Gonna have to call a rain check on that one. I know you'd put up a real fight. The city is so awesome, the food is great, and everyone is so strong. I was right with you until that last point. Well, Aaron, Arkride, the outsiders may be dangerous, but you should be wary of Elder Geen as well. His Chongsho are a force of nature. Furthermore, he's also the oldest Heiyue's elders who have long ruled this town. You would be wise not to underestimate him. Why do you think he warned us about Lao Yeye? Good question. Geen did give me that kind of vibe, though. I also have a feeling even one of his Shang-Chi would put up a hell of a fight. Yeah. They seem to be as fearsome a force as Yin. Whatever, we're better off focusing on Almata anyway. Much as I'd like to call the shots, though, you're in charge now. So what's the plan? First off, there weren't enough thugs at the warehouse for that to be all of them. Me and the rest, and maybe those execs have got to be somewhere else. So you think they have yet another base in the city? That makes sense. They need somewhere big to prepare their forces. There aren't many places they could be, though. The eastern quarter's out of the question. Heiwei's got their eyes on Newtown now. And after all the shit that went down at the docks, we can probably rule there out, too. What about the naval port next to it? Though that would mean the Navy is somehow involved in all this, which is disconcerting to say the least. That's definitely a possibility. Well, damn, little lady's got a dark imagination. I would have thought Heiwei'd have the Navy in their back pocket by now. What do you think? Fahn's been greasing the Navy's palms for a while now. Far as I know, they're still loyal to Heiwei. They've got folks on the inside, too. Something this big wouldn't go unnoticed. I see. That option's off the table, then. The Navy being bribed by one group and not the other is hardly comforting, though. Well, it's just past 4. We still got some time left. Alright, it's time for a practical exam, kid. I showed you how we worked last night. You've got till this evening to find us those mobsters. Huh? My instincts are telling me we have almost all the pieces we need to find their other base. But I've got a hunch what we're missing is something only you can find. You've lived here the longest and know this place is scent like the back of your hand. So we'll back you up, but I'm handing you the reins on this case. Sniffing around like a dog isn't my style. But what the hell, I'm not about to pass up a chance to steal your thunder. Ain't you a smart-ass? I'll need to catch my train later, but I can help until then. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Aaron joined the party. So, just... Okay, he still has those.
Maintenance mode activated.
What do we have to give him? Shield? Citrine ring and air reverse? No.
Maintenance mode engaged. Switching to maintenance mode.
Where? Citrine ring. Looking to see what the other things we can get from this. Insight, stealth, medium boost, but I need more space sepith for that one.
Switching to maintenance mode engaged.
Maintenance mode activated.
So we can give him the amethyst ring here.
Skill loadout updated.
It will not let me equip burn, but I think that's because it's in the wrong spot. But yeah, since we're this close to the end, I am not going to bother.
Maintenance mode engaged. Switching to maintenance
buying
mode.
new quartz because the 3s should be up for grabs.
That's a single element slot.
Blah. Hey, we got 15 dishes. Okay, 45. I was thinking that one should go up.